So let's begin with their most beautiful alignments. Sailor's sun in Sagittarius and Travis's moon in Sagittarius. This is one of the most magnetic natural connections you can find. When one person's sun lights up another's moon, it's like day meets night. The sun person, Taylor, radiates her qualities. The moon person, Travis, craves for inner security. The moon feels seen, warmed, and safe, and the sun feels appreciated and emotionally understood. For Taylor and Travis, this means Travis instinctually feels at home in Sagittarian fire. He feels comforted by her adventurous spirit, her honesty, her love of freedom. She gives him light, and he gives her emotional resonance. It's the kind of aspect that makes people say, I can't explain it, but I just feel comfortable with them. And Sagittarius energy itself is restless and expansive, playful. These two laugh together, they dream together, they crave adventure, they feel bigger when they're side by side. For a couple constantly in the public eye, this kind of sun moon bond is a powerful anchor. Now, let's talk about the real sparks, Venus and Mars. These are the planets of attraction, romance, and passion. Taylor has Venus in Aquarius and Mars in Scorpio. Venus in Aquarius means she values uniqueness, freedom, and a partner who feels a little different, someone who can stand apart from the crowd. Her Mars in Scorpio, on the other hand, is raw, magnetic, and deeply passionate. It makes her irresistible and powerful with intimacy, but also intense and uncompromising. Travis has Venus in Virgo and Mars in Cancer. Venus in Virgo is earthy, grounded, and attentive. He shows love through acts of service, noticing details, and wanting to make life smoother for his partner. His Mars in Cancer makes him protective, emotionally driven, and sometimes moody in the way he expresses desire. Now, here's the magic. Taylor's Mars in Scorpio conjuncts Travis's Mars in Scorpio. This is one of the strongest romantic and sexual connections in synastry. It suggests instant attraction and chemistry that feels electric and a kind of glue that keeps pulling them back together. It can also bring power struggles because when you mix Scorpio and intimacy, control always becomes part of the story. Together, their Venus and Mars combination tells us this. Taylor brings magnetism, intention, passion, and Travis offers steadiness, loyalty, and nurturing energy. The balance can be beautiful, but can also feel a little overwhelming when one wants depth and the other craves simplicity. Let's move to the big features in astrology. Saturn and Jupiter. Saturn shows us where we have karmic lessons, discipline, and connection. Jupiter shows us where we expand, grow, and feel joy together. In their charts, there's a fascinating interplay. Travis's Jupiter in Cancer opposes her Saturn in Capricorn, and vice versa. This opposition is one of growth, tension, and Saturn can sometimes restrict Jupiter, saying, slow down, let's be realistic. But Jupiter inspires Saturn to lighten up and dream bigger, take risks. Together, it means they can challenge each other, sometimes frustratingly, but always with the potential for long term growth. Because they're born just 2 months apart, they both carry Saturn in Capricorn. This means they share similar generational responsibilities, ambition and work ethic, and resilience. Both understand what it takes to climb the mountain of success. They respect each other's discipline and drive. Jupiter also plays a softer role. It makes them laugh. Together, they are happy, and it reminds them not to take everything so seriously, and it fuels their mutual sense of adventure. Now let's step into the deeper waters of Pluto and Neptune. Pluto in Scorpio is shared by both Taylor and Travis since they're born in the same era, and this creates a generational sense of power, transformation, obsession. But what it makes it powerful in synastry is how their personal planets react with Pluto. Taylor's Mars in Scorpio naturally resonates with Pluto's themes, making her intensity undeniable. Travis feels this pull. He's drawn into her magnetism almost helplessly. This is why their relationship has such a captivating quality to the public. Pluto is about fascination. Together, they embody this. Neptune is dreams and spiritual love and illusion. It also plays a role. Neptune with Taylor connects his sun, Mars, and Jupiter, and this adds compassion, romance, and a sense of destiny. But it can also blur lines. Sometimes Neptune makes us idealize the other person, seeing them not as they are, but as we dream them to be. This can be beautiful. It creates poetry and magic, but it can also be confusing when reality doesn't match up. So, what does this all, end up being? Let's see. Taylor and Travis share a sun moon alignment that makes them feel naturally at home with each other. Their Venus Mars aspects create undeniable chemistry and attraction. Their Saturn and Jupiter dynamics push them to grow, sometimes through challenges, but always with the potential for long term stability. And their Pluto and Neptune connections make their relationship feel transformative, magnetic, and almost fated. This isn't a simple happily ever after astrochart. It's a chart of growth, passion, and depth. They may face areas where emotions run high, one craves space while the other craves security, but the bond is strong and the attraction is real. So, when we look at Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, what do we see? A couple whose charts show both spark and intensity, attraction that feels faded, emotional depth that feels all consuming, and the challenge of balancing freedom and commitment. In astrology, we don't always see perfect compatibility, but what we do see, what magnetizes two people to each other. And with these two, there's no doubt the stars are pushing them together for a reason. Thanks for watching a Seduction Astrology with me, Bambi DeVille, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and please leave your comments. I'd love to know what you think about Taylor and Travis. Is it true love, destiny, or just passion of the moment? Let's talk about it.